right, and we are now going to take you to Chriselda Lewis because she's on the beat for this story. Now, the former SAA Board Chairperson, Dudu Myeni, is expected to appear in the Johannesburg Magistrates Court this morning. Myeni is accused of naming a witness when she was testifying at the State Capture Commission of Inquiry in November of 2020. And she named the witness despite an order of the Commission's chair, Justice Raymond Zondo, that the name must be withheld. So for more on this, we cross now to our reporter Chriselda Lewis outside the court. Chriselda, good morning. So, of course, I would imagine great interest in what's to happen this morning, but it's over to you to give us a sense of what's happening.
Well, that's right, Sakina. Quite a great interest. The court appearance expected to begin here at the Johannesburg Magistrates Court at 9 a.m. Indeed, the former SAA Board Chair, Dudu Myeni, facing a charge relating to the naming of a protected witness at the State Capture Commission of Inquiry. You'll recall, Sakina, that was back in November 2020. The main charge is that of defeating the ends of justice, and with two alternative charges, we understand, of contravention of the Commission's Act, as well as contravention of the Commission's regulations. So at the time, you'd recall, Sakina, the chairperson of the Commission, Justice Raymond Zondo, said what Myeni did undermined the work of the Commission. You'd also recall that when Myeni appeared before that Commission, she mostly chose not to answer questions, saying that she didn't want to self-incriminate. But remember, the release of the first part of the Commission's report basically came down very hard on Myeni, essentially blaming her for the demise of the national carrier, saying it was her fault and other board members. And it basically said she failed to uphold her oath of office that she'd taken when she took up that position. It also so happens, Sakina, that while Myeni is expected to appear before this court this morning, Trade Union Solidarity is laying a criminal charge against her. And what they say is 18 other alleged state capturers at the Brooklyn police station in Pretoria this morning. Solidarity will file charges of corruption, theft, fraud and mismanagement of state funds. We understand these charges are to be laid against Myeni, a former president Jacob Zuma, as well as the former head of Transnet and Denel. These criminal charges, they say, have been brought following the recommendations by the Zondo Commission. Solidarity says the focus is basically on institutions that had caused what they say is major damage to workers and to Solidarity members. So while she will appear here before this court this morning, Solidarity will be filing those charges at the Brooklyn police station in Pretoria. We understand one of our colleagues will be covering that for us. So quite a lot of interest in this particular matter, Sakina. You'd recall at the time that Dudu Myeni had basically said that for most part of the hearings had basically said that she was not going to answer questions because she felt that she would self-incriminate. So here today, you'd recall that Justice Raymond Zondo had indicated that he was quite disappointed in the manner of her conduct, in that she basically had named this witness. We're expecting her to arrive here any minute now. I'm just looking around, Sakina, to see if that does happen while we're still on air, but unfortunately not at this particular stage. But any minute now, given that the proceedings themselves start at 9 o'clock this morning, and we're still waiting to hear whether the media will be allowed into the proceedings. We have sent through applications as various media houses, and we'll certainly hear once we get inside court if those cameras will be allowed inside here, the Johannesburg Magistrates Court. But we're expecting proceedings to get underway at 9 o'clock this morning.